Before you pick any games, any extracurricular activity, go to BrandonLang.com. Brandon, good morning. Happy New Year.
You too, buddy boy. What's happening?
Here we go. It's I'm a Bills fan, so here we went. Okay, let's talk just briefly about Rex Ryan gone. You were calling it quite a few weeks ago.
You know, I did a rant on my 2 cents video about the coaching carousel in the NFL and how many bad coaches there are that have jobs. And the Lions have now turned around and hired Jim Caldwell for another year. That's a debauchery of epic proportions. So being from Michigan, the Ford family needs to sell a team and get some new people in there because Jim Caldwell, well, the only reason why he won a Super Bowl was because Rex Grossman was that bad. Let's just call it the way it is.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is, but it's bad. There a lot of teams hang on to guys because there's just not great coaches out there, and the guys from the college ranks aren't going to make the jump up. You know, Nick Saban couldn't stay in the NFL because his ego was so big, he can't relate to players. But on the college level, they have to do exactly what he says. That's why he's so successful. Belichick's the exception to the rule, that his system is so successful, you have to buy into what he's doing because the success is right in front of you. So
right.
There's not enough Belichicks in the league. So that's why the same guys keep getting hired and rotated through. It's why Sexy Rexy will pop up someplace else in a year and get another job because people will buy in the hype of the power.
Yeah.
Let me say that again, the power of taking a team to back-to-back AFC championship games. People will drink the Kool-Aid when you do that. And he has lived off that for years now. Mm-hmm. And there you go.
I got to tell you, everybody's saying that he will never be a coach again in the NFL. Everywhere you go, you don't believe that.
No. He'll go sit down in an interview, and he'll look that GM and that owner straight in the eye and say, you know, it didn't work out. I probably jumped too quick, but there's a reason why I took the Jets to back-to-back AFC championship games, and we can recapture that magic right here. I like your personnel. I like what you have in place. It fits me perfect.
And the best part about that is people forget, who was the quarterback those years? Mark Sanchez. And where is he? He was the only one that you take, even his last performance in that Dallas game, he was the only one. He lost the game for the Cowboys that game.
To win in the playoffs, you got to have 2 things. If you have 2 things, you can go far in the playoffs: a running game and a defense. Doesn't matter how good your quarterback is. Now, to win a Super Bowl, you got to have a quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over and your defense and play to your defense. That's what the Jets did, but they just weren't good enough.
Yeah.
Eventually, your quarterback's going to have to make a couple of plays to get you over the top. Sanchez couldn't do that, but if you remember the 2 Jets teams, they had a great defense and they had a power running game. And at the end of the day, it got them to the AFC Championship game, but the quarterback then has to make some plays for it to get you over the top.
And who do you think, by the way, who do you think the Bills are going to go with? Are they going to pull somebody in, or are they going to stay with that assistant they have there?
I think they have to go outside the family for a name and wave some money around. I don't think the assistant route will work. I think their offense is in shambles. And listen, I don't want to put it all on Rex. I also said on your show that I didn't think they should have gave Tyrod Taylor the money they gave him. He's mistake-prone, doesn't make the right reads, not consistent enough to get you over the hump. They made their bed with Tyrod Taylor, and now they're in a little bit of trouble there with the contract and the money they gave him. So they're in a mess. The owner's great. He's married to an Asian woman. Got to love him for that, since I'm married to an Asian woman. So we got that, and they've gotten
that in common. The only thing you lack is a hockey team.
Like a hockey team and a billion. But, you know,
you'll be right there. Well, let's win $1 billion this weekend. Wildcard round. Let's start Saturday's games. Oakland at Houston. And Detroit at Seattle. What do you think?
What a joke of a playoff game, by the way, Oakland-Houston. I mean, come on. You talk about bad coaches. Are there better teams we could watch this weekend?
The battle of the backups.
You know, I knew the line was going to go up. Here's Oakland going into Denver, depleted Denver defense. Derek Wolf, the nose guard out. You ran for 222 the first, meaning backup quarterback. Let's pound the rock. We win. Bye. First round bye. Number 2 seed. 2 weeks off. They can only score 6 points. They implode. They lose McGloin. Now here's Connor Cook. Now you're going into Houston to face the number 1 defense, for me, as bad as Houston's been offensively. Playoff game, running game, Lamar Miller's back. They could play 6 quarters. I don't see them reaching that 36.5. Let's go under 36.5.
Detroit at Seattle is the late game Saturday.
This game I'm not going to touch just because I'm going to try to stay clear till Jim Caldwell gets out of the playoffs. He's cost me so much money. But in my gut, I just have a feeling he'll figure out a way. Matthew Stafford will figure out a way to cover this number, slinging it. Seattle's defense not as great. Really missing Earl Thomas. Offense not as great as they've been in the past. Wouldn't surprise me if Detroit covered that number. I'm going to stay away.
What is that number?
8.
Oh yeah. That's a big number.
Sunday's games, there's a 1 o'clock and a 4:40 game. Miami at Pittsburgh is the early game.
Ben's going to put up over 30. Miami will get you somewhere in the 17 spot. Wouldn't surprise me if this game went over 46. Pittsburgh being up 14 late. Here comes Miami and Matt Moore for the back door. Grab your ankles, sing hallelujah. Hope it doesn't happen. Let's go over 46.
And the biggie.
I already know what he's going to say, Bill.
Giants at Green Bay.
You sure do. Say it for me. Go ahead. Say it for me.
He's picking the Giants because the Packers
You know I
losing
am,
money.
Buddy. You know I am. Eli in the playoffs is a dangerous animal.
Especially
he
against
is
Green
the
Bay.
he is the Packer killer. It's all set up again. 0 degrees again. Really good secondary again. Front four that can get pressure again. Running game. Listen, I know they beat them early in the year, 23-16, but that was early in the year when their defense hadn't peaked. Their defense has peaked now. Green Bay might win the game, but it'll only be because Aaron does something dramatic, but the Giants are going to punch him right in the mouth. Field goal game, take the Giants plus 4.5.
Can I just,
Hopefully the Packers will lose you more money, Brandon.
I'm glad to hear you say you took the Giants there, Brandon. You know what irked me yesterday is I looked at the New York Post, and the rookie wide receiver Sterling Shepard is out there saying, we will overmatch the Packers. We're going to beat them. They're depleted and injured and dinged up, and they basically can't hang with us, which may be true, but why would you say that? And why is the rookie out there speaking?
Because you're that supremely confident of, if you really look at the Packers secondary, it really is banged up, and those guys aren't coming back. And this is the kind of wide receiver core that can really take advantage. The Packers in this run, when Aaron said, we can run the table and, we can make a move here, when he looked at the schedule after they lost at Washington on that Monday night game, 42-24, they played at Philly, rookie quarterback, Houston and Seattle at home, 2 great spots, and then they had Chicago on the road, no-brainer, Minnesota at home, no-brainer, at Detroit where they're supremely confident playing in that environment. The only game there that Aaron was probably worried about when he made that statement was Seattle at home, and they just came in there and laid an egg. So they ran the table. But if you look at those offenses that I just named to you, every single one of them, the only team that they're going to face in that run that's got a wide receiver core like the Giants is the Washington Redskins, who put up 42 on that defense. So to think that Green Bay is going to shut Eli and that receiver core down, it's not going to happen. Aaron's going to have to make some plays because Green Bay's secondary is not going to be able to shut. They're going to have to double Beckham. Now you got Shepard and Cruz man-to-man on 3rd and 4th string corners. It's not a good matchup, guys. It just isn't.
All right. By the way, Andrew's not even listening to you. He's put his headphones on, turned to another station. I think it's music. I don't know what's happening.
But I did say to Andrew, I said, buddy, they can win by 3. The line to open 3.5. It's up to 4.5. So the value has been created.
Yeah.
Your Packers can still win and make everybody happy. You know me. I want them to lose outright, and you suffer for the money McCarthy brought to the box. I want you to suffer late Sunday night, grab a tequila bottle, and feel the pain and agony of your Packers being gone, and watch as many discount double-check commercials on YouTube as you can, and cry with Aaron. But other than that, let it be a 3-point game.
Cool. All right, before you do anything, before you drop a nickel, BrandonLang.com. Brandon, thanks. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll talk next week.
Thank you, brother.
All right, it's BrandonLang.com. Quick break. Come right back.